if the other person were to then inhale that or somehow get it on them and get it in their nose or get it in their eyes. Lots of questions people have about how long it can last on surfaces and what about that mode of transmission. Experts say the predominant mode is through respiratory droplets. Yes, there are, of course, going to be cases of transmission when you touch something that happens to harbor the virus, but it's less likely than with respiratory droplet transmission.
And we saw on the graphic there, they say the 6 feet distance is what you want to keep. Why 6 feet?
So we think at the moment, and this is a really important distinction between a virus that travels on a heavier respiratory droplet. If it doesn't hit anything at 6 feet or by 6 feet, experts think that it just drops and hits the floor. Unlike measles, let's say, which can hang out in the air and survive on dust for even 2 hours.
That's more airborne than the droplet type situation.
Exactly, and so that comes that term airborne, which is a little bit misleading because you think if it's going through the air, it must be airborne. But to be airborne, it needs to be able to be suspended in air for a period of time so that the infected person could walk out of the room, but their germs are still hanging around. It can infect people who walk in an hour later, let's say. That doesn't happen with this virus as far as we know.
And that's why that 6 feet is such an important measurement
distance.
That you want to make sure you keep that distance. Now, Dr. Patel, you're a pediatrician. You do a lot with children, obviously. That's your specialty. Mm-hmm. You have some very young, very stressed patients out who are worried about coronavirus. What do you tell them? What do you especially tell their parents about this?
So we're seeing a lot of kids coming in where the parents are saying they're so nervous, they're so anxious, and it's because what they're hearing at home, what they're hearing at school, and they don't know what to do. So the American Academy of Pediatrics has a wonderful website called healthychildren.org, and I would recommend all the parents, if they could, go onto that website.
Resulted in bringing our private sector to the table because the test and the platform that was out there could only run.
I know all the tissue paper is going up. Let's see. Holy crap. Okay, water. Shoot, they got this all go right here. A little bit more water. Ooh. So I'm at store number 2. Easter coming up. Oh, they ain't bad. Beauty stand. There's a lot of things. All the bottled water is gone. That's all the street. No bottled water on the shelf. Store number 2. Oh wow. So tissue paper on these shelves. Starting open. Paper towel. So as you can see, no cleaning supplies or whatever. See this long line.